What's up, guys? The Jagar here, and welcome back to Destiny. Today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about raids and was inspired by one of my subscribers, Chris Martinez. I think that's his name. Hopefully, I got it right. So, shout out to Chris. Thanks for the idea for this video. But this is going to be kind of a little overview. And Chris's question was if I could offer up some suggestions on a raid hunter for first time raiders. So that's what this video is kind of for. If you're a first time raider, you're a hunter, this is kind of the specs I would suggest for going into the raid. This can kind of stretch across any class as well, though. So first things first, definitely gunslinger if you're a hunter, and there's really only one reason for that, golden gun. And as you can see, blade dancer is awesome, but it is not suited for the raid. You definitely want to be a gunslinger. Your golden gun is going to be invaluable to people for whether it's cleaning up supplicants at the end, helping out with the minotaurs. Golden gun's your way to go. Now, within your class, you're definitely going to want to spec yourself for armor and agility. As you can see, my armor is pretty maxed out as far as here. I think I can go a little bit farther if I hit Circle of Life. But you want max armor as far as you can get and max agility. That's going to be your best bet. Now, as far as armor goes, if you don't have the armor that I have, of course, you just need to basically, put the armor on that's going to give you the highest level. When it comes to looking for groups, people just want you to have the highest level. It doesn't really matter what your armor's spec'd for. It's all about the level. But first off, if you have this helmet, the Acleophage Symbiote for the hunter, the exotic helmet, this is going to be the one you want. And only because it gives you an additional golden gunshot, which is amazing. So that's definitely the helmet you need to be rocking. As far as the other armor, again, it's basically whatever gets you the highest level. This is all my raid armor. So of course, you guys going in are not going to have this. So basically, you should have mostly legendaries. If not, you need to have at least, high light level blue armor, but legendaries are preferable, of course. And that's pretty much it for your armor. Make sure you spec for agility and toughness. And if you have this helmet, go for that helmet. Wear it, absolutely. And then your highest level armor on the other stats here. As far as weapons go, for your primary weapon, it's dealer's choice. You need to use whatever you're comfortable with. If it's a hand cannon. If it's a pulse rifle, use a pulse rifle. That's your choice. Do what you do. Use what you're comfortable with. Obviously, when you go through the raid the first time, hopefully you get some raid weapons. And if you do, if you get the Atheon's Epilogue, which is in my opinion probably the best primary raid weapon you can get, it's a tie between that and the Vision of Confluence. But Atheon's Epilogue will be the one you want to roll with after you've gotten this. Make sure you upgrade any raid weapons as soon as you get them. And the reason why you want this one is because it does the void damage, which is great for the Praetorians or the Minotaurs with their void shields. So that's the weapon you want to be looking out for. Hopefully you get that one. But as far as primary, dealer's choice. For secondary, you definitely don't want a shotgun. Shotguns are kind of pointless. I mean, they can be used, of course, but a sniper rifle is going to do you a lot better. Sniper rifles my go-to. It's my preference. Fusion rifles are okay. Sniper rifles are the way to go. And of course, if you have a sniper rifle in slot, the best one is probably your icebreaker. Mainly because it regens ammo, which is pretty awesome. It's just something else. It's just something you don't have to worry about in the raid as far as carrying ammo synth or anything like that. Of course, patience and time is fantastic. And if preferably avoid sniper rifle again for those Praetorians and Minotaurs. Breaking those shields quick and then having your friends focus fire on them that's the way to go. Now, heavy slot. Now, I love rocket launchers. Rocket launchers are awesome, and they will be awesome in the raid. But you have to be careful. The main reason I stopped using rocket launchers is because they just and this is the rocket launcher, by the way, you get in the raid. You can get it in a drop. This is the Hazen Vengeance, which is a pretty good rocket launcher. But the reason why I stopped using rocket launchers in the raid is because every time a Praetorian or Minotaur would come up, I would shoot it. I'd go to shoot it, it would teleport right in front of my face, and I would shoot it as he was teleporting, and he would kill me. The splash damage would kill me. The rocket would blow up right in my face. And especially at the end, for you first-time raiders, there's going to be parts at the end when you're fighting Atheon, the final boss, where you are going to be protected probably with a bubble shield. And if you fire rockets inside that bubble shield, your rockets can go through the shield, but everybody's so close together that you'll probably clip one of your friends and end up killing yourself. So it's just not worth it. Find yourself a good heavy machine gun. That is the way to go. But by the way, if you get the corrective measure, this is another raid weapon. If you get the corrective measure in the raid, level this up immediately. This is a fantastic machine gun. This is basically the only heavy weapon I use now. This has basically steered me off rocket launchers because this gun is fantastic. It'll tear through Minotaurs. It's a joke. So, heavy machine gun's going to be, that is my, again, this is my opinion, is that is the best way to go. It's going to cause you less accidental deaths and things like that. So, I would just go with that. As far as your grenades for your class, I forgot to cover this. Again, I think that's pretty much dealer's choice. I tend to use trip mine grenades because it kind of can cover an area. I tend to think it seems to me like it's one of the strongest, if not the strongest of the hunters. Swarm grenade is definitely, I think, the weakest because you have to be just super precise with it. But again, I'd say dealer's choice. You know, if you're good with swarm grenade, use that. And that, I think, pretty much covers it, guys. Again, you know, remember to spec for toughness and agility, not speed. Acleophage symbiote helmet is the way to go. Other than that, you need the armor that's going to get you the highest level. Primary is dealer's choice, whatever you're most comfortable with. Icebreaker or a sniper rifle, preferably void damage. But if you got the icebreaker, of course, it's just, you know, it will wreck shop. And then a heavy machine gun for your heavy. That is my advice for a hunter loadout for the raid. Again, make sure you're carrying plenty. As you can see, I don't have any here. But make sure you have plenty ammo synthesis, and especially heavy. Heavy's going to be your main thing for the end of the battle, and you want that heavy for Praetorians. That pretty much does it, guys. Again, if you like this video, if you want to see, I'll be coming out with a Titan video as well for some specs on his armor for the raid. If you like this video and want to see more Destiny stuff, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.